Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and this is the answer we've all been waiting for. Dan Bongino has appeared to make his decision. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Dan Bongino, you guys know, was threatening to leave as the Deputy Director of the FBI this past week. Took a leave of absence, all because of the Epstein files. Now, we don't know exactly what his reasons were. I got to tell you, I texted with him, and he did not reveal to me anything. So I know the information you know from the mainstream media. And from what we understand in the reports, and I really want to hear from Dan on this publicly, what was going on. It may be something innocuous. I don't know. But here's what we do know. Apparently, he's still not very happy, and he did return to work on Monday. Now, that's a great sign. But apparently, from what the reports are saying, his full decision has not been made yet. But Trump yesterday said he spoke to Deputy Director Bongino and that everything was looking good on his end. I pray this is true because I believe very strongly that we need Kash Patel, that we need Pam Bondi, and that we need Dan Bongino. I believe these are people who are doing the right thing. They are fighting the deep state. They are getting to the bottom of old crimes and nefarious activities within our government. And I think the three of them together are stronger than the three of them separately. Dan Bongino gave up a lot to take this job. Multi-million-dollar radio show that he put aside to do this. I know the man, and I know in his heart he's doing this because he loves this country and he wants it to succeed. So I'm with you guys that are on the side of praying that Dan Bongino stays on as Deputy FBI Director because there's so much good he can do for this country, and I know he wants to. And I want you to listen to this report and let me know what you think in the comments.
Okay, well, now he's deputy director at the FBI, and Bongino is talking about quitting over handling of the Epstein case. The group chat is back. Jasmine, one of the things that struck me about watching this play out online in social media posts is people saying someone should be fired. This person needs to go, that person needs to go. Is it Bondi? Is it Bongino? Where's Kash Patel? What are you hearing?
Yeah, well, I think people have to look back to Signalgate and how long it took President Biden to fire Mike Waltz, and yet he's still
President Trump, yeah.
President Trump to fire Mike Waltz, and yet he is still now heading for a confirmation vote to be the UN ambassador, right? President Trump does not want to fire his cabinet. And in fact, he really actually likes Pam Bondi. They spend a lot of time together. They have a lot of FaceTime, and they've had for years. He also says that he likes Dan Bongino. Of course, Dan Bongino showed up to work yesterday, a source told me, really something that the administration hopes is kind of the first step for this to be, just a bridge over troubled water, something kind of in the distance, and that the base gets over it. Of course, I talked to one MAGA influencer who basically said the base, after this, couple of days, including President Trump's Truth Social, was unmoved, that they're not moving on. And so they're kind
even
of...
as he says over and over again. Is anyone
get
still
over it, that they're
talking about
unmoved.
this? And
so
the
they're
answer
kind of
is
between
yes.
a rock and a hard place. But I think that people have to recognize that Donald Trump does not want to give anybody a scalp, and he actually really likes Pam Bondi. And so I don't necessarily see him firing her, at least in the future.
In the meantime, Democrats weighing in on this. Here's House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.